In this custom showcase, we're going to look at my custom Cyborg Hulk, or maybe it's a Mecha Hulk. Not quite sure what to call him right yet, but I call him pretty awesome. This was a fun project. I love painting this thing up, making this thing. By far, I'm not the first person to do this combination. And actually, this is for a buddy of mine, Matt, over at GeekFusionTV. He asked me if I could do one of these. He's seen someone else take a shot at one of these Cyborg Hulks. I was like, that looks like a fun project. And I said, yeah, I could do that. That just looks, I love making Hulks. And that's why he asked me, he knew I love making Hulk customs. So he asked me if I could tackle this for him. This was such a fun project. Lots of paint detail, a lot of fine details on this thing. With the base body is actually the McFarlane Toys Overkill figure. This was a base a lot of people were doing Cyborg Hulks with, and that's what I used. I resculpted some of the parts. As you can see, it's got a big shoulder pad on it. I got rid of it. There's a big ball joint I had to sculpt cut off, then resculpt. I extend the neck for the head I'm using. I wanted to sit up a little higher, a little less hunchbacky. So I actually extended the neck with green stuff and some A's Fix-It sculpt. I used the green stuff first, then went back after it's set, and I used some fill in a little more details. I used A's Fix-It, but give them a little bit more of a neck. Now I kind of want to do this to an anniversary Hulk, because that figure has no neck. But you can see where I resculpted the arm. It's nice where I cut that ball joint socket off and resculpted over, match up the sculpt for that's the arm. I changed up the belt. I was like, I didn't want to keep the spike. I didn't want to just cut it off and flat like I've seen others do. I decided to make it an elm. So it's going to be either like a Mecha Hulk or an update of Mecha Hulk or Cyborg Hulk, whichever, or just a cool looking styling motif. Or MODOK had something to do with building them. There you go. I also modified the shin guards. Cut off the spikes on those. McFarlane those spikes. So I got rid of all the sharp, pointy instruments on the sculpts, on the legs. I got rid of the spikes there. And on the other forearm guard, I dulled those down, made those less spiky. This is a fun project. For the head, I actually used a Marvel Select Thor Ragnarok unhelmeted Hulk head of the Gladiator Hulk. I actually had a mold of it already. That's actually the head he was wanting to use for this custom. And I already had a mold made, so it worked out great. But I didn't want to just pop that head on there. It kind of looked a little plain. It looked fine, but I want to add a little pizzazz to it. So I ended up resculpting the head, adding the cybernetics to it. I used the earpiece from the Overkill head, or Overtkill, how you pronounce his name. Now, that's actually the inspiration. Like, I seen that, it's like, I want to incorporate that in there. And I decided to resculpt the side of the head, make it more cybernetic looking. I used green stuff to sculpt that. There's this little freeform sculpting. I thought it turned out pretty good. Adds a little extra to the custom and blends the head to the body a little better, I think. The biggest part of this custom is the paint job. I went full on detailed. He didn't ask me to go this detailed on the paint job. It was just a fun project, and I kind of got carried away and started painting. The base mold has so much sculpted detail. It's fine. It's got a wash over top of the original parts. But it is kind of washed out. You don't really notice all this detail on the figure. When I took it apart, and McFarlane figures are super easy to take apart. Like this, every figure you can just pop the arms right out. You just yank them out. There's a ball socket in there, ball joint. You can just pull and yank and pull the arms out. And the rest of the parts come off with a blow dryer, heat and pop. Take them apart pretty easily. But after taking everything apart, I got looking at all that details like, I want to paint all this. This has got so much sculpted detail. all the armor and the bits on the back. You got the armor plates, the cables, the wiring, the hydraulic cylinders. I wanted to paint all that stuff up. I thought that'd be really cool. Adding with the paint, I painted with the cybernetics. I based it all in like a flat black. Then I dry brushed silver over top. And for the green, I use a Testors Monomaster Acrylics clear green, which gives it like a candy color. You get this really cool metallic green with doing that method. You can see all the different hoses, the different wiring, the cylinders, the mechanical parts are all detailed out. This was such a fun project to paint. These pieces right here come off, so you can make it easy to paint. The green is a custom mix I made. I mixed up a while back for painting Hulks. For size, this dude is a beast. He is much bigger than Marvel Legends. He's more Marvel Select scale. For size comparison, here we have the 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends Hulk, which is on the 80th anniversary Hulk body. And he dwarfs it. It is massive. I like it. I dig it. It's like I can actually totally see like a mechanized Hulk may be bigger than the Hulk, and the Hulk have to fight it. Totally works for me. And for Marvel Select, we have the Immortal Hulk here. They are on par head to head. They are about the same height. Actually, no. The Cyborg Hulk is taller than the Marvel Select. He is huge. When you stand him up straight, this looks like a good fight. Size on these McFarlane Mega Figs are just amazing. Like, for the price you're paying for these things, and you can get the Overkill right now for like $20 off Amazon. I remember paying like retail for it when it first came out. It's like, I should always wait for McFarlane. As for articulation on the figure, everything still moves properly. I actually increased some of the range movement on the figure. For the shoulder sockets goes into the torso, I actually increased the diameter of those a little bit, so help eliminate any kind of collision points for paint rub on the shoulders. On the back of the thighs, I actually cut some of the material out of the back of the thigh and clearanced out the inside of the thigh a little bit, so he actually has thigh swivels now. They move and function like they should on a McFarlane figure, but they don't take the time to clearance those out. And you can see the material I cut out on the back. Well, there's a little bit. I basically cut like a small U, half a U shape there, and just dremel it down and clearance it out. Now the thigh swivels actually move out and in much better. All the elbows still move, swivel, wrist joints, nothing has been hindered from the paint job. Head can look down, can look up. Or, now it looks forward more than up, but a little bit up. But he's as big as he is, he's going to be looking down on most things. This was a super fun project. I hope my friend Matt's going to be happy with this. The only issue I got with this, now I want one for my collection. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.